Hi, and welcome to the 5 reasons why we need each other. I'm talking about this here because I think that in this digital world, sometimes we just forget. We've got Facebook, we've got all these cool YouTubes, we've got all these ways to feel like we're connecting, but it's really senses there's a certain amount of falseness in it. We don't truly understand just how much we need each other. And the 5 reasons to just roll through with them, and I've written this out in this series, is one, first and foremost, is oneness. We're really all so beautifully intertwined and wonderfully connected. And when we see that, conflict kind of dissipates, because we know that when we experience negativity in another, many times they're just reflecting back something that we don't like in ourselves. So that sense of oneness is huge. The Maslow's hierarchy of needs speaks about this much, that it's more than just food, shelter, and clothing, but that rather belonging, our second reason, a sense of belonging, is imperative to just our overall emotional health. Third reason is service and community. There is power in the ability to give back and serve and truly connect and be part of something that is more of we hear the word global initiative or conscious community, and so this is being going on. It's the tribe, the sense of the tribe. Third is laughter. Laughter really is the fastest connection between two people that allows us to bridge through so much and just takes down all of our defenses. The fourth is sex, intimacy, and connection. What a problematic space this is for so many of us that have maybe struggled with shame or guilt around sex. It brings up body issues. There's just a ton of things that we talk about when it gets to sex, love, and intimacy. But yet it's something that we truly need. And so the fifth and final is the sense of vulnerability and authenticity, that when we are known and we kind of rip open the masks that we all wear and we shed the layers and let go, that we invite people authentically to become part of us and see us for who we are. And it's an emotional nudity of the soul. And in this program, we're talking about this art of relationships. Authenticity and vulnerability is crucial. Men and women can feel that on each other. And so the 5 reasons why we need each other. Read this in a resonant, deep space, and look for those 5 ways where you too can infuse those things into your life. That we simply need each other.